gentlemen, put your hands together for the best damn sports show weekly.
Come into the room on a Sunday afternoon. Nyo Weekly, lower in the boom. Step into the room on a Sunday afternoon, and it's Nyo Weekly, lower in the boom.
Make some noise for your host, Nico.
Lower in the boom.
Suave. Make some noise for the OG.
Lower in the boom.
950 Cav.
Lower in the boom.
And TJ Jones.
Lower in the boom. Step into the room on a Sunday afternoon, and it's Nyo Weekly, lower in the boom. Step into the room on a Sunday afternoon, and it's Nyo Weekly, lower in the boom.
What up? What up? What up? We're back. Nyo Weekly. Where you at, the gym? 950?
What's good, brother?
You at the gym?
I just left.
Oh, that boy getting it in.
I'm sorry. I take the ointment lotion. Yeah, man. I just got out, man. Thank you. I got a late start. I was trying to watch a little Dylan Gabriel, and he ain't look too bad.
Yeah, he ain't looking bad. Not looking bad at all. Not looking bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I heard your boy. I won't mention his name. The one that didn't want to come on the joint, and I'm like, boy, he sound like a politician talking about they set him up to get a touchdown. Like, come on, we can't do this. We can't.
Did
we
they
can't
really?
do this.
They said that?
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we can't do this.
I mean, he looking all right. Oh, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How y'all?
Good,
OG,
man.
what's good, brother?
Detroit?
Send me that Cash App name when you get a chance, big fella.
Okay.
Oh, did y'all win yesterday?
Dodgers?
No, well, them too, but your Trojans.
He was off.
Oh, okay.
Play Michigan next week.
Ooh.
How about Nico yesterday at the Rose Bowl?
See, well, since you said that, might as well just get right into it. Which one hurts more? Florida beating Texas or UCLA beating Penn State?
It knocks Penn State out of, to me, in my opinion, the national championship. I mean, playoff contention, because there ain't no way they beating Ohio State, and so I just think that just it's a lot of buzz up north in PA about James Franklin and his job security this morning.
Yeah, well,
no question about it.
Well, but what about Texas losing to Florida though?
Well, I think obviously
both on the road.
The Arch Manning hype, and OG, you poetically said it back in the summer, man. You said it in the summer, man. Let's watch this guy play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he needs another year in college. There's no question about it. He needs another year in college, and everybody's throwing these sidearm passes. Everybody's not Patrick Mahomes, and it seems like that's become even I saw a couple, Wentz this morning do that. I don't get it, man, and that's what Arch is doing. He don't seem to have a feel. Some of his passes he threw yesterday were just like he's just throwing in the backyard. Like, it just goes to show, fellas, and I'll pass it off, that all these quote-unquote media people, the Fine Bombs, and all these other people that cover college sports and get paid millions of dollars don't know shit. Because they had this guy as a first-team All-American. They don't know shit.
Wait, they had him?
He was first, yeah.
They had old boy at Penn State, he was...
But at least old boy at Penn State, listen, he's horrible too. But at least he played. He's been playing. Arch Manning hadn't played. Yesterday was his first SEC road game. So, if we're going to crown him, like the great Denny Green said, then crown his ass. But he's going to tell me all these guys that, quote-unquote, make millions of dollars and This is what they do for a living. No, they looked at his name on his jersey, and they said, oh, he's Eli and he's Peyton. All due respect, that ain't their son. That's their nephew. So
Yeah.
it's not, you can't give me that part. Oh, well, his granddaddy is Archie. Listen, the kid, I'm not trying to knock the young man, but I think he needs a lot of work. He's a decent college quarterback, but he certainly ain't no Heisman candidate, and he damn sure ain't no first team All-American, and he damn sure ain't no first pick in next year's draft. I'm sorry.
I mean, I text my brothers yesterday that, you know, now him and his uncle can beat Florida. You know,
Wow.
0-4. You know, Peyton and Arch. You know, Florida.
And I was happy for Napier, man, because I think in the college game there's starting to be a kind of a normality that when somebody loses a job, they get fired. Okay, we saw that happen to DeBoer first game. Oh, fire him. Then we see that happen to forgot the other coach. It just obviously it's just a situation where, listen, you're gonna lose some football games, man. You're not gonna win every week. And to think that, we can't lose. I'm sorry. You can't just fire coaches willy-nilly because they lose a game or two. It happens. So I was happy for Napier, you know, because that's a big win. And it's a team that's got some great talent. Kamani McLean played perfect yesterday. He almost closed the game out with an interception. I was happy for him. And I just think that, you know, I'm tired of this narrative when coaches lose a game or they get upset. Upsets happen. Oh, let's fire them. And that's the same thing happened today. I was at the gym. There's a Penn State guy that, you know, I'm cool with. Oh, we gotta fire him. Bro, you just lost the game. You was in the semifinals last year. Like, relax. You're only Penn State. You're not Ohio State. I'm sorry, you're not. But you're not dumb. So
What it is.
I mean, at this point, they're the fourth best team in the conference. You know, Ohio State, Oregon,
that gets you to the Citrus Bowl on New Year's Day. That's something. That's New Year's in Tampa.
So, but let me ask this then. You know, we giving Penn State a lot of flack. What about Sarkisian? Do you start questioning him?
Well, people love this guy. I'm not a super duper fan. They say he's an offensive genius and he's a quarterback whisperer. I hate those words too. But yeah, I mean, Texas they print money. And we see what the other Texas team is doing, A&M. They're making their money work for them at this moment. But
A&M and Texas Tech.
Right. Well, Texas Tech, oil money.
Yeah.
But I think, again, he's another one that, you know, he hasn't won the big one. And he came in this year preseason number 1, which I don't think was justified. And then obviously they had a kid that the experts were telling us that he was the Heisman. So I think, again, Texas is not going anywhere. They're pretty much one more loss and they're done. And even with 2 losses, it still might be a situation where they get in. I think you got to start looking at that SEC a little differently. Ole Miss is playing good ball. Bama, to me, right now, seems like the best team in the conference. Georgia's still there, but I think they've, you know, they got to get some things worked, but they're gonna still be a playoff team. So I just think that the Texases and the Penn State, some of these teams that everybody was like, oh, it's their year, it's really not.
All right, I feel you.
To answer your question, to me, Swab, Penn State, you lost to a team that's not won a game, fired their coach, and you basically go out west and get your ass kicked. I get Texas, Florida, but Florida's a better football team than UCLA.
What they put up, 42?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a lot.
That's like how Atlanta lost to Carolina, 30-0. Yeah, that should never happen. Yeah. So I'm just going with Penn State because you was ranked 4 in the beginning. Is that what Cam said? They was ranked 4th in the country.
I think so.
Yeah, so now you should be out the top. You should be out the top 25 now, because you lost consecutive games, and one of them is to a very unranked team.
Yeah. Well, before yesterday, a team that couldn't win. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The first time in Yeah, the first time in history a team in the top 10 lost to a team that lost 0-4. So they made history yesterday too. They made history.
Yeah. Well, but I do think, shoot. In the case for Texas, it don't get no easier. Now you gotta go play Oklahoma next week. It's like,
Let me
sheesh.
ask this: since they went to 12, what do you think is the limit of losses a team should have going into the playoffs? 3 or 2?
I say at least 2.
I think it depends on the conference. If you're in the SEC, I give you a 3. I give you a 3. If you're in the ACC, I'll say a 2, and if you're in the Big 12, I'd say a 1.
What if
Big
Big
Ten?
Ten? What if you're in the
Big
Big
Ten.
Ten?
Big Ten is 2-3 as well, because I think the Big Ten is the best conference right now in football and college football. So yeah, I think it's sometimes because all opponents are not equal, So I think again, if you're playing a really competitive schedule, you get, like I said, if Penn State finds a way to beat Ohio State, then they're back in the playoff contention. I don't think they're going to beat Ohio State, so that's why I'm like, I think they're done. But if they beat Ohio State and win out, they're in. Even with that bad loss, because that would give them a win against a top. At that time, Ohio State probably be a top 3 opponent.
Right
but
now,
it's.
bro, they have
But I don't
not
see
won
it happening. Yeah,
Penn State ain't won a
but they're
conference.
0-2 in the conference. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
All right. Dang, they are. Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn.
hey, this time next week, Texas could be on a third loss, second straight. So, but all right. So, what if Notre Dame went out? Do they deserve a spot?
I mean, they're gonna get a spot, but I mean, they don't. Who would they play?
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost the 2 games. They lost to Texas and Miami.
The
Which
next big game is against you guys. Oh, I think that's the SC game. Is there?
at the end of the year,
Yeah.
Notre
I
Dame.
mean,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. I don't think Notre Dame really played nobody.
Yeah. Syracuse is off the grid. I think they play. I gotta look at this schedule. I know they play Syracuse, which is not the same game. They played Boise yesterday, which wasn't the same game that at the top of the season would say it was. So I think again, I mean, Notre Dame is Notre Dame, and if we, I was like, said, and let's say we're saying deserving or just going to get in. We know they're Notre Dame, right? So it's a money grab. But if they win out and go 10-2, I think they get in. But then again, you have to ask yourself, would you take a 3-loss Penn State or a 3-loss Texas over a Notre Dame based off the conference and opponent? So that's where I guess, because again, Notre Dame would be at 2 losses, but look at the schedule.
like you said, I think they will start to go into who you lost.
Right. So again, styles make fights. So then it would come
So-
down to, okay, well, if a team in the Big Ten or SEC is playing more top 30 opponents,
So the
do
rest
you take them?
The rest of Notre Dame's schedule is NC State next week,
Yep.
USC the week after, Boston College, Navy, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, and Stanford.
Those are all wins. The biggest game is SC. That's it. And nobody else on that thing that's even, like I said, I thought Syracuse would be that, but without their quarterback and Ricky Collins right now is really struggling. I don't want to call him ass, but he's struggling. So I don't think that's going to be much of a game at this point. So right now, it's if they win out, we'll have to see how the committee judges their losses and what everybody else does.
I think if they went out and hopefully for them, Miami and A&M make it to their conference championships, I think they're good. They're good. Because the way Miami looked yesterday up until
best
the
team
last
in
5 minutes,
yeah, best team in America right now. Best team in America.
I just looked to see Notre Dame. Why they an independent conference? It's them and Colorado and UConn, and that's it.
Well, it's because they're both independents. They're not none of those teams are part of a conference. Notre Dame because they want to be independent, and Connecticut because nobody wants them. So it's 2 different mentalities.
So if UConn wins out and Notre Dame wins out, even though Right now, UConn is 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
Notre Dame is 3-2. Say they tied with 2 losses. Which one of those teams do you take?
Well, that's not a conference though. Oh, they just labeled them that way because they're both independents. They're not competing against each other.
I mean, they get to the playoffs.
No. Connecticut and Notre Dame are on 2 different wavelengths. It's just they're both not part of a conference, and they're both Division I programs. That's all. That's the only reason why they just put them somewhere. But they that means nothing. That lineup is just, I don't even know why they even put that, because Connecticut is light years from Notre Dame from an opinion standpoint. But yeah, they just put that because they're both not a part of a conference. That's all. But they don't. That has no bearing. Notre Dame actually is the only independent university that kind of like, Connecticut's not getting into the playoffs in their current state. I mean, it's just not happening. They can go undefeated. Would they be eligible? Yes, but they're like a group of 6 school, where Notre Dame is as a Power 5 or Power 4, excuse me.
So do we know what the criteria for getting in the playoffs? Is it conference? I mean, I know it's record. Then it's what? Overall?
Strength for schedule. Really, that's really the 2 main things: wins versus losses, and strength for schedule.
And when you lost to them.
Right. So technically, they could bring a team in with 3 losses. They felt like, wow, they played a monster schedule and was competitive in those losses. They could look at that, because remember, it's just like the NCAA basketball tournament. It's a selection committee, right? So it's like, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Like, what do you perceive? Do you think a 12-win team is the way to go that didn't play anybody, or would you would have had a 9-win team that played a murderer's row schedule? So it really comes down to, it's a beauty pageant. And that's why it becomes such an issue, because, one person might say, well, listen, a win's a win. I prefer the wins. And somebody might say, well, it's about scheduling. You can't do that. You can't match it in college so much because it's so many schools. So until all these conferences start playing the same amount of conference games and stop eliminating these cupcake non-conference games, and everybody just playing Power 4 schools, then you can grade it. You can't really grade it this way, because everybody, like, for instance, Ohio State plays the MAC, right? Whereas, LSU plays, a Power 4. Well, they did that to this year, right? I'm just trying to make a point. Don't take it personal, Swab.
No. I'm just saying. You take it personal. Right there. So, hey.
But until everybody starts playing similar opponents, it's hard to grade it. So it becomes more of a, who do you like, and what do you appease to be more of the thing? Should we go with the better record, or should we go with strength for schedule? But strength for schedule is behind number 2 qualifier.
Okay.
And the champion of each of that Power 4 gets a bid. So let's say, for instance, the school went 8-4, but they happen to win their league, they're in. So that's why I like that part of it, because it gives the conference, in previous years, it didn't matter about your conference. 4 losses, you're not making anything. But this time around, if you lose all your non-conference, but you win all your conference games, you win your conference championship, you're in the playoffs no matter what. In those Power 4 leagues, the group of 6, you still got to win out, like the American and Mountain West. They're still predicated off, really more. Those schools are really predicated off, I think, more wins and losses. So that one spot that's given to the Power 6 is probably more about how many games you win, because they don't really value any of those teams. Now, again, you've seen like South Florida beat Florida, right? That win is going to have more merit for them because Florida beat Texas. So if a situation happens where, and it's not so much about their conference, but let's say UNLV, which is undefeated, right? And they're in the Mountain West, they're 5-0. Let's say UNLV runs the table and wins the Mountain West. Would you take a 12-0 UNLV team? It really didn't play anybody. Or would you take 11-1 South Florida, who beat Florida, who beat Texas? So now it becomes like, okay, Suave might say, no, I want the undefeated team. They won every game. OG might say, nah, they went into Florida and beat Florida, and which beat Texas. So that's an SEC school. So there's no metric, man, to make it. I just said all that to say it don't mean shit.
At that point, though, it would be like last year. like with the bye
Yeah,
week.
right.
Boise State got a bye week, and you win the grand prize of playing Penn State in a Fiesta Bowl, and
They did fix that problem though, but they did fix that. So last year was like, okay, whoever got the bye, whoever won the league got a bye. This year, you just get in. So they reformat you once you're in. So let's say it was last year, Boise State would have been a 12 seed this year because they wouldn't have been a bye. That they fixed that. They did fix that problem at least, which makes a lot more sense, So they did fix that, but they would still get in. They would still get in. Did you guys hear Dion's press conference last night?
oh Lord, what do you do now?
He said they lost. Obviously, they lost to
BYU,
TCU last night.
Okay.
But he came out and said he thinks he's got more blood clots because he was sitting down and he had to take off his shoes during the game. And he's saying that he's going to get evaluated today. So I don't know how you get on a plane with a potential blood clot, because I've experienced that in the past. And you don't get on no airplane. So people are saying this morning, maybe it's time for Prime to move on. If you're experiencing all these health issues, then why are you trying to coach? You already have has had cancer. Now you're saying you think you have more clots. Why are you trying to coach them? And it makes for an interesting conversation because the team in Colorado is horrible. And I know a lot of these podcasters, some I know personally. And I'm like, guys, you got to just give it up. You can't keep using that as like, well, you can't be the Republican Party in sports. You can't. You got to believe your eyes. It's not a good team. I don't want to hear the fact about, oh well, they got talent. They just not. No, it's 6 weeks in, dog. I mean, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I like Dion too. I like prime time. I like to see Colorado win, but you got to be real with yourself. Stop saying, well, it's this and that. No, the quarterback is not good. They make stupid mistakes. They had a chance yesterday. They were up 14-0. The last two games, Colorado was up 14-0 and managed to lose both games. Again, like I said, it's just a time. I mean, if this man, which I think is given a lot to sports, listen, he don't owe nobody nothing. If you're dealing with those type of issues, man, it's time to go home. Time to go home. What are we doing here,
I think that's what I'm tripping off of, because, I mean, even at some point, family got to step in and be like, hey, like, right. I don't think he should have came back this year. He should have just took the year off.
I agree. And then the flip side, and please, if anybody's watching this, I am not trying to minimize anybody's health, but it kind of the reporter in me, right? The former reporter. I don't do this every day. The former reporter in me says, "Wait a minute, you just experienced cancer, and nobody knew, and then you come back." You tell the world right after the situation, oh, the cat's out the bag. I got blood clots. I think I got blood clots. When you've always kept things like that to the vest, I don't know. It just, the cynic in me makes me think, but I hope the man is okay. Nobody wants that for nobody, but, it's just like, with that comment when it came out, if they won the game, I don't know.
No, I agree with you. And that's what I'm saying, at this point, if you're going to hire stuff like that, and it's very important, and I know family want to keep it to themselves, but you also affecting all these kids and coaches. That's why I said you need to just take the year off.
Right.
I don't think
I think his time is up at Colorado. I think he's probably going to look to make a move. I really do. I don't if he was going to even coach. I mean, if he's dealing with these type of health issues, he can't do this job.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. He just can't do the job, man. It's health first.
And you also got to think about it. You're above sea level. That doesn't help.
That don't help.
So I'm like, at some point, you got to say, what's more important, my life or coaching?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I mean, so we'll see how it plays out. I'm sure it'll get picked up today and through the week, and certainly if it's discovered he does have more clots, then he won't be back for the foreseeable future. You know, so yeah.
He said, "What is more blood clots and his
Yeah,
legs?"
that's what he said. He said his legs are really hurting him, and obviously he knows how that feels. And he, during the game, which I noticed too. They, when Bobby Griffin and someone else was doing the play-by-play, they didn't mention anything about it, but he was sitting on a little stool, right? And then he was a couple times they showed him he had no shoes on. He had his socks on. So maybe his legs was bothering him. He had to take off his shoes. So it kind of like nobody said nothing, I think a reporter asked him during the game, you had taken off your shoes, and he said, "Let's get the cat out the bag." And I think I got blood clots. Which again, I know Deion's an open person, but normally when it comes to his health, from Jackson State to now, he's very tight-lipped, right? So like, where did that come from? So I don't know, man, and it's just unfortunate. It's a tough situation, listen, I'm a sore loser too. I ain't mad at him on that, but it's just that I think this team and this coaching staff, while you got Yellow Jackets, they're not necessarily great coaches. And it just seems like the young man they got, Salters from Liberty, is not the answer, and it's just they're struggling. And when your team is getting that bad and they look like they're being out coached, I don't know. Sometimes you gotta think about it. Maybe the situation is not for him anymore, and it might be time just to say, "Listen, I brought y'all. We had a great 3-year run just from exposure, made a lot of money, but it might be over."
No, I hear you. I feel the same way. That's why when everybody's talking about, I know you kind of brought it up, and I don't know if you were joking or not about him going to Arkansas.
Oh, no, I wasn't joking. I'm serious. I think again, and this is like, okay, the people from Jackson State, and we'll see them in a few weeks, right? The people from Jackson State would tell you this is the setup, right? That when you come to a university and you say, "Yeah, I'm here," and then opportunities open up, and then you say, "Hey, I'm out." You just kind of slide out. So for those people who are Jackson State fans, will sit back and say, "Yeah, this might be the setup." Okay, where he off to now? Because again, that's just not him normally to say those type of things. The man just went through a health scare, and nobody knew. Not even most of his coaches knew what was going on. So that tells you right there. He's got a tight circle and he's tight-lipped on stuff. So for him to say that last night, it just like, wait a minute. That just, I hope he's okay first and foremost, but it just doesn't. It's not normally him. You know what I mean? It's come out and say that. And if you think you got, well, that I didn't want to say that, but that's what I'm trying to say. If you thought you had blood clots, why would you get back on a plane?
Right, and up an altitude.
Right. If somebody thinks I got blood clots, I'm going right to the emergency room. I'm not playing with that. So I don't know, but we'll see how it plays out over the next. I'm sure we'll hear some stories coming soon. But it's just, I think Colorado is. I think that run, that great run they had last year, was just a mirage. Because they also seem like they getting out coached too. These teams are just like making moves. Like you go up 14 points, in 2 games. You're supposed to control the game. You're giving up points back to back like it's a video game. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And it's unfortunate the reporters out there are afraid to talk about it because they don't want to get banished. And that's not doing your job.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
Listen, everybody makes money off Deion. Let's be real. Like a lot of these podcasts and a lot of these guys are getting, they're getting views and they're getting deals because they're focused in that world. And I'm not knocking nobody for that. Get your hustle on. But again, you got to be real. If you're going to talk about it, you got to be real. And let's just come out and just say, "Hey, listen, I'm pro Colorado. I'm a Deion supporter," and then that's how I'm presenting the information. It sounds very 2025 political, but if that's how you're going to rock, and then say that. But don't come out and say you being objective, and you're not. That's what I'm saying. I root for the guy too. I want him to win too. But you gotta call a spade a spade. They ain't look good. These last 2 games, man, they just like they're not disciplined. They don't let they know what they're doing. And again, the quarterback is he's out of his league. He's out of his element. And I like Salters. What was that?
ESPN coming through.
No, they just a video of Prime talking after his press about it. About the
there you go.
You know.
Yeah.
TVs be listening, boy.
I know. Listen. We making it happen, but that's the thing. So we'll see how it plays out. Again, like I said, he said he's going in Monday, but I know from having that happen to me, I've had that experience. If you thought you had that, you don't wait a day because those things travel. So why would you wait? Why would you say I'm going in Monday if you're saying you can't move your legs tonight on a Saturday night? That doesn't make a lot of sense, So again, and if anybody, then go to your chest or head, you ain't gonna be around Monday, So again, like I said, nobody in that media world, that those local media reporters will ask him that question. They won't.
The Vikings are driving. Minute 10 left. Still
they got the rookie quarterback in?
No, it's still
is Wentz back in?
Carson, yeah.
Oh, he came back. Okay.
Yeah. But,
I don't know what that kid is crazy, man. You the only, you the quarterback because your starter's out and you taking on tackles like you in high school. What the hell are you doing? Man, that's not. You don't play football like what is wrong with these guys, man? Like, yo, throw the ball away. You ain't back in North Dakota State. What are you doing?
Meet tough guy.
Yeah, I'm running these guys over. You're a quarterback, dog. I don't care how big you are. You don't train like these linemen and these linebackers train. So get these. I don't get these. I don't get it. I know Tom is a fan. I root for him when it comes to the Vikings, but they better get JJ back because Carson Wentz ain't gonna get it done. This ain't 2018 no more.
No, you got a point there. You got a point there, champ. But they driving. They look like they in Cleveland's 30, 25, 23-yard line. My bad.
And what's the score?
17-14.
Oh well, at least guaranteed a tie on overtime. What y'all think about Dylan Gable today?
I mean, he's looking all right. He got a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I mean they ran the offense for him. What you say,
How many games do you think they give him?
What was that again?
How many games do you think they give him?
Well, I think it comes down to how he performs. I think he at least gets the next 4 or 5 weeks. I mean, he didn't do anything I saw the first half. I mean, he didn't do anything in the first half that makes you think that they got to make a drastic change again. So, I mean, whether they win or lose, I mean, he pretty much 16 for 25, the last stat I saw of him. So that ain't bad for a first start. 2 touchdowns and, so no interceptions. So, I mean, they got Jenkins back and he's been running the ball hard. So it's like you can limit a guy's, pass attempts because you've got a good running game and a solid defense. So it's not rocket science. You play quality, football. I mean, maybe that's just me, but it's not that difficult, man. It's just these coaches make it difficult because they want to impose their incredible mindsets that they're such brainiacs. No, man, just play great defense. Don't turn the ball over. Control clock, win games. You ain't all that other shit is just window dressing. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm in a local gift shop here, and I'm not on no sideline today. But that is football. I've coached football. That is the game, man. These coaches want to get all creative, and I gotta run my system. Get the fuck out of here. Play great defense. No matter what they change, you play great defense and run the ball. You're gonna be in games. That's what Cleveland has. That's why they're winning right now. They run the ball well and they play great defense. It's not that serious, but teams want to be exotic and all this other stuff. And the guys, quite frankly, I think they outcoach them. They outsmart themselves a lot of times.
Yeah. Wentz? I didn't know Wentz was in Minnesota. Shit.
Yeah. He bounced around. He bounced around a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he all over the place, man. 16s in 6 years.
Oh, he just got it.
Minnesota touchdown?
No, just got the first down.
Oh, okay. That's how you act on first downs.
Because he barely got it. If he wouldn't have got it, it would have been 4th and like 2.
Oh, okay.
And they
give us the play-by-play, Suave. What we got now?
They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone.
1st and 10. How much the time on the clock?
54.
Okay.
They had Cleveland's 19.
How many timeouts Minnesota got?
1.
Okay, so they gotta move with precision.
Just get out of bounds.
Oh yeah, they gotta. Oh no, they in range. All they gotta do is run the ball. I mean, yes, you want to go for the
win. What they did do though, they Quinshon Judkins has been killing. If it wasn't for a couple Cleveland Brown holding penalties.
Yeah, man. As long as he don't beat no more women, he'd be all right, man. Just keep his hands to himself. It's the truth, man. Keep your hands to yourself and just play football, man.
Okay. They at the 12. They at the 12. 47 seconds. Clock is running. They gotta hurry up, fam. Just don't.
They got a timeout though, right?
Yeah. But you want to give yourself as much time as you need.
Mm-hmm.
Touchdown. Jordan Addison with 20 seconds
false
left.
Start.
Oh, is it? They didn't call a flag, did they?
No, they didn't call it, but it was a false start. That tackle was moved. That tackle backed up a step before the ball even got to the quarterback.
Hey, man, he's been getting killed all day. The ref was like, all right.
Well, Dylan's got every kid's dream, right? He can run the ball, win the game, right?
No. Yeah.
This is it. I mean, but 25 seconds, boy. Hey, I don't know.
You know, the only
What
person
receivers you got that can get deep?
Huh?
What receivers Cleveland got that can get deep?
Jerry Jeudy or Bond from Texas.
They got the Yak King. He's over there. Malachi Corley from the Jets.
Right over Denzel Ward too. Damn.
No timeouts. Yeah, that's gonna be difficult.
Well, they can get in field goal. Remember, they hit a 55-yard against Green Bay a few weeks ago.
But
they still lose by 1.
21 though.
But they ain't got no timeouts. So
no timeouts. What was 21 doing? Because he just let Addison go.
Yeah, he did.
Our coverage is bad. There is no other receiver over there you got to worry about.
And I know one thing, they're going to need this bye week, though, because Carson Wentz was hurt a little bit. Jordan Mason got hurt, went out for like 2 series. I think he just fell on the ball, though.
Yeah.
But
scared as shit.
So let me ask y'all this: since y'all played each other today, what's the keys to victory for each team?
If we can get a stop.
Okay. Yeah.
If not, whoever has the ball last.
Kev, what's your key to victory today?
Is victory an option, or are we just talking about not getting embarrassed? I don't think victory is an option, dog. I mean, listen, and you guys know I ride on that green side. I'm just being real, man. I got to keep it all the way above. The Jets are their own worst enemy, man. They don't know. They like Colorado right now. They don't know how to get out their way. Undisciplined team doing dumb stuff. Again, like I said, the stadium's going to be 80% Cowboys. It might as well be Dallas East. So
they at the 50, but they ain't got no timeout unless he can Aaron Rodgers this Hail Mary. It's over. Okay.
Give us a play-by-play, Suave. I'm living by you right now. Go ahead.
They got it to the 50, 7 seconds.
Okay. They spiked the ball?
Yep.
Yeah.
So they got one play left. Or they're going to try to kick a 67-yard field goal?
Oh, you can't field goal, ain't gonna do no good.
I was gonna say you in this. You still down?
It's 21-17. Yeah, so
they down. I gotta go for. I gotta go Hail Mary. Okay, got it.
All I can say is to click out, get a little bit closer.
Yeah, that's about the best way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but he ain't got that strong of arm though.
Unless he got an arm. I don't know if Gabriel got an arm like that.
Nah, he ain't get. Okay, what happened?
Oh, interception. Dang, he to the goal line though.
The goal line. He can't get it in the end zone.
Oh, but it's a flag. Is it a flag?
Oh, they gave up. But the players didn't even. That's bullshit. I'm done.
What was the flag? Roughing the passer?
They get roughing the passer.
No, my God.
Do you know something I don't?
No, I don't see no flag.
Oh, Minnesota called a timeout right before the play ran.
Oh my God, they deserve to lose.
Damn.
Stupid. They deserve to lose.
And they gave him the 7 seconds back.
Stupid. Now he's gonna throw a Hail Mary pass and they're gonna put the Shador thing to bed. He's gonna be a star of Cleveland. Now watch he throw a touchdown. Watch he throw a Hail Mary touchdown.
What do we? Oh, Minnesota called a timeout.
Yes.
Fools. What fools?
But you don't have no more timeouts.
Well, they had one, remember? They didn't use it on their offensive possession. I ain't gonna lie though. If Cleveland get this touchdown, they deserve it. Because ain't no way.
He gonna be the toast of the world now.
Why would you call a timeout though? I don't get it.
That's a 4.
No, it's the same thing. They just called a timeout before the play.
Oh, he got out of bounds? No, he didn't. All right, game over. Minnesota wins. They go in the bye week 3-2.
They don't get their quarterback back. It's gonna be a rough season up in the Twin Cities. He ain't the answer. He is not the answer. They just lucky they played a bad team. That's all they lucky that they played a bad team.
Looking at the height difference between Dylan Gabriel and Carson Wentz, God man.
Damn, Carson Wentz looked like a giant next to Gabriel.
Right, yeah. I'm like, man, bro. I thought
Wentz is 6'5" and Gillen's like 5'10". So yeah.
Is he?
I I didn't know he was that big until I just saw that shot.
Yeah, he's 6'5". Yeah, he's a big boy. He's big boy from the Ozarks.
Damn.
Yeah, you're right about that. He is from the Ozarks.
I'm trying to get my nephew some sweats for gym. I tell you, it's not. These kids, man. If it was just me, as my old ass, I just buy anything. But these kids, man, you can't just get anything.
Yeah, they need Nike, Kev. Come on, man.
Oh no,
he
better call
gray sweatsuit and call the damn
that's what I'm looking for. All we see this old cat thinks the same way. I'm trying to find something with no logo on it. I don't want to.
Okay, that worked too. Thanks. Yeah, I say that worked too.
Nah, that's what his other uncle do. His other uncle he a label whore. Rodeo, not me. I'm trying to find the bottom bay. I'm trying to find the clearance rack. Shit, fuck that.
Yeah, bro, that's what I do. I buy black, gray, and maybe some blue ones and mismatch the top.
I got the black sweats. I was trying to find a hoodie. I got the plain sweats.
He says you can't find a hoodie, yo.
Not without no emblem on it, some bullshit knockoff emblem. I just want some plain shit. Damn. Some plain shit, dog. What y'all got? Y'all ain't got no plain shit? I'm gonna have to call it a day. There ain't nothing in here. But
hey, bro. I know I don't mean to say this out loud, but shit, Walmart or Kohl's.
Yeah, it's this spot around the neighborhood that normally has some nice things. You know, like I'll get some of my sweats, shorts in here to work out. You know, socks. But I guess everybody done hit the spot because of school, so it ain't much in here.
Yeah, it's school time.
Yeah, so it is what he just get the sweats and be happy. Take what you get, boy.
No, I hear you.
I started giving him allowance. I said, look, you can go buy your own shit. You got money. Leave me alone. You ain't that young no more. This shit ain't for free.
That'll stop all that. I want this and that.
Exactly. I don't do this for play. Don't be sorry. Ho, be careful.
Shit, because I was buying my kids. They was talking about, well, we need some shoes. You get you a black pair and a white pair. With everything any and everything you don't want to put on.
And if you don't like it, and if you don't like it, learn to go get a boxing gym and learn to have a great upper hook. Nobody mess with you. That's what I told my sister takes care is raising her grandkids. So, me and my brother help out. That's why I said, listen, you don't like what you don't like, go to the work boxing gym and get a great upper hook. They'll leave you alone.
Yep.
Your school clothes, I rock with you on that. But for the gym, I'm not. You supposed to be sweating, dog. You ain't gotta be designer in no gym. You supposed to be sweating. I'm just giving you some sweats.
Yeah, something that's gonna get funky and messed up.
Exactly. You ain't getting no Nike or some designer sweatsuit. What I look like.
7 catches for 123 for Jefferson.
7 catches.
Yeah.
But they fed him.
7 for 123, but no tugs.
Yeah, well, that's because you got Carson Wentz. He trying to play single wing football. Yeah, man. This guy, he trying to play single wing football, man. I was watching him the first day, trying to run over people. Like, yo, what are you doing? I'm lucky he's able to come back in the game.
Wait a minute. Okay. This is your boy Gabriel's numbers for his first official game.
What is it?
Let me get it real quick. I just scrolled past it. Come on, DirecTV. There you go. I don't want all that other stuff. Just all right. Let's see. Your boy Gabriel. 19 for 33, 190 and 2 tugs.
Okay. What was it again?
19 for 33.
Yes.
190 and 2 tugs.
Let's not listen. That ain't bad for a first start.
Yeah.
I mean, really not. And they put him in positions where he wasn't going to hurt himself. He didn't throw any picks, so he didn't give the ball away, and they had a chance to end the win. I mean, what else could you ask for? I mean, I know, there's a contention of people that would say, "Oh, that was 12," but it is what it is, man. Personally, I hope he does well so they can release Shador. Just if he does well, they don't need him. Like, man, we got our quarterback, we good. Thank you. Because the only reason why they would keep Shador around is because they feel like there's still a chance that Dillon's not the answer. Like, if he's the answer, then you don't need to listen. Let him go. Why would you want the circus? Like everybody keeps saying, "Oh, it's a circus." Then let him go, but release him. I'm gonna see the kid released so he can go find a place to play. Because ain't nobody gonna trade for him because he don't have no trade value. But if he gets released, he'll get picked up by practice squad, and now he's got a chance to go somewhere that he can at least pick where he wants to go. It might be a fit. You know where I think he should go. I already told you guys, CFL. He needs to go up north. And that's not a diss. That's because I think he'll get the chance to get reps and be the star he craves to be. And he's got a whole country rocking with him, and it's summertime football, so it'll be the happening spot. Everybody be in Toronto.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, right now, the NFL ain't feeling you for whatever reason. We can discuss that to nauseam. But you know what? When somebody don't want me, I go find somewhere else to rock. If the chick don't want me, I go find new. I ain't gonna say that Sunday. As I go find new girl. That's all.
There you go. You heard about your quarterback getting stabbed in Indy, right? Your ex-quarterback.
Oh yeah, I was gonna send that to you guys yesterday. I saw that when I was recording. I'm like, oh my god. They said he was drunk. They said he must have got into a fight. Like, what the hell was he doing in Indianapolis? He was
supposed to be an announcer for the game.
Oh, he was doing the play-by. Okay, that makes sense. Because somebody asked if he was a former announcer. I'm like, I thought he was still working, but I'm like, what the fuck is he doing in Indianapolis if he ain't covering the Colts?
So he was. Wait a minute. Wait. So he was stabbed and arrested, or the person was arrested?
Yeah, he got arrested too. Public intoxication and something else. But I guess
I did read that right. With unlawful entry into someone else's vehicle.
Something like that. Yeah, he must be, because Sanchez has had an alcohol problem since he was with SC with you guys. He's had some issues with alcohol, and I guess whatever went down, he just lost his mind. Motherfuckers don't care you a former quarterback. They said he was in critical for a minute. I don't know if he's still in critical.
That's a lot.
Crazy, man. I don't understand some of these guys, man. It's crazy.
Oh, I hate this job.
Yeah. Well, what can you do?
Yeah, true indeed. True indeed.
Oh yeah, so he was arrested after being stabbed.
Yeah, they arrested him at the hospital. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Right at the hospital.
I get from what I see today, I get y'all game today. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dallas and New York, and I also get Philly.
He from Long Beach? From the what? Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. He was out there having fun, enjoying life.
Who you talking about? Sanchez?
Yeah. Until that happened.
We're wilding out, man. And depending on where you get stabbed, you sometimes would rather get shot. Stab wound, man, depending on somebody cuts you, man, can really fuck you up. Can really fuck you up.
All right, so let me ask y'all this. Based on today, is it any really game y'all looking forward to or not really?
Why am I outside walking at 1 o'clock Eastern? I tell you, I don't give a fuck.
Hey,
I told you you told me I'm done with NFL. I told you, right? Where am I at right now?
You could be on your way home. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I'm eventually going home. I mean, I just came out the gym, and just got some sweats. But I don't. If it was something I wanted to see, I'd be rushing home. I'm strolling. It's nice out, 80 degrees, no humidity, and the rotten apple.
My team on bye, so I ain't got
After
nothing
my
to watch.
game, it don't even matter.
Oh, you got to win today, so you can feel good about
we
today.
We got to.
Oh, y'all winning today. Yeah, I'm listening. Listen, I'm not just saying that the Jets would have pulled us up. I'd be really shocked. I'm going home and do work. I got work to do for my day job. I ain't thinking about no football. I'm good, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I'm done with NFL. I mean, I'll watch the game. Don't get me twisted. I ain't gonna not turn it on, but I'm just like, when the Jets are bad, I could be more critical. Like, I'm not a fan. Like, yeah, I know we're gonna lose. I could be critical about who I'm watching because it ain't, it's over from that standpoint.
Suave, I think I'll probably go Broncos, Eagles.
Thank you. You're welcome.
This Sunday night game might be good too. Patriots and Bills.
That might be interesting for a minute.
Till
Chargers Washington might be a good one too because Daniels is back. Broncos, Eagles. I just want to see if they're gonna rely on some off the wall shit to get another win.
Hey, we gonna see.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna see. But yeah, man, I think this Eagles Denver game gonna be interesting.
You think so? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't believe in Denver. I know they got all the pieces, but I don't believe in Denver. And while Philly is struggling, the one thing about Philly I'll say is that even though they don't play always smart football or play good football, the last 5-7 minutes of the game, they really execute. And like I said, Jalen Hurts might throw for 100 yards or whatever, or Brown has got his attitude issues, but they seem to still win games. And that says a lot to me about a team. You know, they just find a way to win. It ain't pretty. You know, they probably shouldn't even win the game, but they find a way to win. And they've had a couple of games like that. How about you? Hold on a second, guys.
Go ahead, though. But no, I do. Oh, I think you know that offense for Denver. I think they're finding themselves slowly but surely. It's gonna be interesting to see how they, who gets involved today, because I don't think they're gonna be able to run on Denver like they do, like they've done a couple other teams. So you're gonna have to pass. AJ Brown gonna have to get a couple catches. So we shall see. We shall see. What's your prediction on your game today, O?
What is that?
What's your prediction on your game today?
Man, a field goal, 40 to 43. Neither one is gonna stop nobody.
Well, I like y'all. Kevin them in all black, y'all in all white.
Oh, they win the stealth. Yeah, they would wear that today. This is how they get 80 degrees in New York. They wear the all black. I mean, they didn't probably felt that was going to be the case in October, but that's just the Jets. We're just an unlucky franchise, man.
Well, okay. Yeah. So what should I have worn today, Kim? Regular unis?
Well, I mean, listen, this all that's done for business. I respect it in this October. You figure, it's going to be, a little bit cooler in New York, but it's just the Jets' rotten luck as a franchise that it would be 85 degrees wearing all black at 1:00. Who figured? Everybody used to wear white against the Cowboys because you know this always being a Cowboy fan. That the superstition was when Dallas wore blue that they wouldn't win. They weren't as good when they wore their blue. So all the teams wore white against Dallas on the road. We should have wore all white. We need all the help we can get.
Oh, I did see something that is kind of interesting, and I just want to know if Kev think this is really going to work. They're supposed to be doing a preseason game with the Knicks and Nets at Rucker Park.
That's what I'm hearing. The Nets normally do it every year in the park in Brooklyn themselves, but I heard they're going to do Rucker. I think it's next week. Yeah. Wow. Because Rucker Park is not. I mean, it's not real blacktop anymore. They, that the NBA uses that a lot. The Pro-Am, the Rucker League is a lot of NBA players, so it's. It's they might even bring a floor in there. I don't think they're not playing on real blacktop. Trust me. Even when Rucker Park plays, they have it's that turf basketball floor. But they might even bring in the hardwood for that. They'll probably bring in a hardwood floor for that. I don't think they're going to play on even that. It's too close to the season. They ain't playing. Guys ain't messing around playing on they'll probably play on real hardwood. But I don't expect the stars to play. I don't think Brunson's going to play. Hart is already nicked up, so he ain't playing. So you're going to play the guys that are just trying to make the squad. But it's a good look. I mean, listen, it's good PR for both teams. Because people will go at that, don't necessarily can get to the Garden. So it don't hurt. The Nets do it every year in Brooklyn. So the Knicks probably trying to get on the bandwagon now, too. Ought to be interesting.
I don't know, bro. Niggas in the park just don't sound good to me. Millionaires in the park. That
could be a rap album. Millionaires, niggas in the park. It don't sound right either. It don't. Now, a controlled scrimmage, a controlled thing with your team, a practice, I understand. This is a game. I don't like the sound of it either. But if I'm the Knicks, I don't care. Don't play your stars. Just let the guys who are trying to make the squad, because they'll run through a brick wall to try to get them salaries. So let them rock out. I don't want to see Cat taking no falling on the floor, no concrete. I don't want to see it.
I want to see Cat slanged into the fence like this is 1987 back on the playground.
Yeah, there you go. Right. back in Jersey City.
This ain't above the rim. What are you doing?
What'd you say?
I said, this ain't above the rim. What are you doing?
And it's starting, now today is warm here, but it's going to get cool later in the week. So, like, you want these guys out there, in 55-degree weather and tank top?
That's the same thing here. It's gonna get cool starting like Tuesday.
Yeah, it's October in the Northeast, in the Midwest. I mean, it's going to start dropping.
Yep.
Thank you, bro.
It's already cool here.
But,
It's cool in Atlanta?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But all right, good people. We appreciate y'all for viewing.
Thank you.
Hopefully your team wins this week if they're on a bye. Hopefully your team comes back healthy next week. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Kevin